Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to the Dilboy Auxiliary Fields groundbreaking. This is a very exciting project for the city of Somerville because of this cooperative process. It's a cooperative process between city staff, between DCR, between the Recreation Department, and a huge thanks goes to the designers of Warner Larson for completing the design work for this project. Just a little introduction about what this project is going to entail. So the main purpose of this project is to improve the drainage in the fields, allowing for more usability of these sports fields. But while we're improving the drainage, why not improve the other amenities in the field? So we're going to be improving bleachers, seating for players, new fencing and backstops, as well as new trash cans. And so with that, I would really like to welcome Mayor Ballantyne to come speak.
Thank you, John. Nice to see everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm truly delighted to stand before you today as we break ground on the revitalization of the Dilboy Auxiliary Fields. I'm reminded that the planning for this first was identified in 2015, and basically the appropriation to go ahead happened in 2018. However, we had a pandemic in between and things slowed down, so I am just really thrilled to be here and just really to identify the significant milestone to enhance our community spaces. I'd also like to acknowledge that Councilor at Large Jake Wilson is here today, so thank you for being here. And, as I mentioned, this is the culmination of years of planning and dedication as we fulfill the final phase of our comprehensive Fields Master Plan study. The renovation not only enhances the quality of our athletic fields, but also promotes a healthier natural environment along Alewife Brook. As John said, future players and fans and the entire community will enjoy an improved field experience, more modern seating, new big belly trash cans, and we're not only improving the athletic amenities here, this renovation will also include the installation of sand slit drainage system to drain excess water after rain, a state-of-the-art irrigation system, and the eradication of invasive species near resource areas to promote biodiversity. We're here today thanks to certainly the collaboration of city staff. You're awesome. Thank you. Our state and federal partners, and we have many people to thank for making this project a reality. First and foremost, thanks to our federal delegation for providing the funding through the American Rescue Plan Act, which was instrumental in making this renovation possible. I'd also like to express our sincere appreciation to the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation for their unwavering support and partnership throughout this journey. The commitment and dedication of the DCR team has been instrumental in bringing this project to fruition. And we are immensely grateful for their invaluable contribution. Also, our architects, Warner Larson Landscape, our contractor, Rad Sports, and the Somerville Conservation Commission for sharing expertise, creativity, and dedication. Last but not least, I want to thank Somerville's dedicated public servants from our Office of Strategic Planning and Community Development for your dedication in improving our community. Thank you to Director Tom Galligani of OSPCD for your dedication to creating an equitable, sustainable, and accessible Somerville for all. And finally, Public Space and Urban Forestry team. Commitment to enhancing our city's public spaces are unparalleled. I want to especially thank our planner, John. Thank you. Our director, Louisa, for their work bringing this project from idea to a reality. And next up, I would like to introduce Councilor at Large Jake Wilson to say a few words if he'd like to. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. Sign me on to everything the mayor just said in terms of the thanks that are to be given. I guess I'll just say this is a big deal because it's going to make a real difference, not just for athletics in our city and recreation, also for some flooding issues in the neighborhood. I remember I was in the committee meeting, I think in 2018 in open space, when then, I guess Alderman still at the time, right? Then had the switch. I don't know if the switch had happened. Yeah. Well, Alderman / Councilor at the time, Ballantyne was part of that, and there was a lot of talk about how there was flooding in this area and how this field would help with that by basically getting rid of some really compacted conditions here and draining much better. But yeah, very excited to see a new athletic field renovated here. We need more of those in our city. A grass one too. We need more of those. So that's awesome. We've seen a loss of grass athletic fields in our city. So getting more of those is really good news. I know the soccer side of that well. Our teams play half of their games on grass and half on turf. If they don't know how to play on grass, they're at a competitive disadvantage. So yes to state-of-the-art grass fields in our city, and I can't thank everyone enough for making this happen. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Councilor Wilson. Next, I would like to invite Tom Galligani to come speak.
Thank you, John. This is an exciting day. Not only is the sun shining, it feels like it's baseball season. And I know if we were to ask who is most excited about the improvements planned here, it's going to be the outfielders of Somerville, all the youth outfielders. Because anybody who's ever watched a game here in the early spring, when everybody's getting excited about baseball, you get the inevitable pop fly that drops and just flattens itself and gets buried into the muck. And then, outfielders are running around, sliding, throwing the ball in. They're going to be thrilled that we're going to have basically a world-class field. They'll have the same kind of field and same kind of playing conditions that the folks at Tufts University, that the Red Sox at Fenway Park are going to get. And that's why we're so excited about these projects, because they really impact people. So I can't wait to come out here when the ball's thrown out for the JV has already started. But it's going to be exciting to see them realize that this is for them. This is for all the youth of Somerville and getting them excited about coming out to play. So thank you. Great job, team.
Next, I'd like to invite Director Oliviera to speak. If you would like.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. As Tom said and the mayor said, this is a very exciting project, and it's been years in the making, so we're really excited to get construction going. I think with that, let's break ground. Yeah. Who's got the shovels?
Thank you. I want to acknowledge that CPA is just, the Community Preservation Act is just a small part of the money that's making this project happen, but it was seed money. It was the money that enabled the planning and engineering work that positioned the city to be able to take advantage of the opportunity to put ARPA funds into completing this project. So acknowledging the important role of that seed money that the city is able to put up the match that's needed to do this planning, and for the volunteers and taxpayers who make that possible with the Community Preservation Act program. And with that, to Louisa's point, let's break ground.
Thank you. So if we could all move to the pitching mound and we can break ground.
One, two, three.
Make sure I can see all your faces in the back.